Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel. So it is March 18th and it's time for a mid-month review. This will actually be my first mid-month review, and I thought it would be good to kind of let you guys know where we were for the middle of the month of March. I did my zero-based budget for March, and I'll link that in the eye in the sky. If you have not seen that, I do the Dave Ramsey zero-based budget if you're new to my channel. So March was going to be a tight month for us, specifically because I did not have any residual, or I did not have any extra income coming in. But since I did this budget, I have had some income come in, or some extra money sources, and so I wanted to just go through those really quickly. I'm using a new budget sheet, and if I can find it again, I'll link it in the description box below where I got it from online. It wasn't mine. This gives you the monthly plan, and it also gives you the weeks. So it gives you week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and you go in and put in your weekly expenses, and it populates to your monthly spread. The only thing you can change on the monthly spread are the categories that you put in. And if you change those on the monthly spread, they also change on the weekly spread. Anything that has a colored box, you cannot change. But I do like this. So for the month of March, my income was payroll, travel reimbursement, kids deposits, YouTube payments, and then I knew I was getting my income tax return. So I put that in. In the month of April, that will go away. That won't be there at all. So totally for the month of March, my income that I budgeted for was $2,852.92. My categories that I had to take care of was rent, electric, water, telephone, internet, handy-mandy, student loans, Amazon Prime, my health wage gym, I didn't do car insurance, taekwondo, CCRDU, which is my school, groceries, restaurants, Weight Watchers, and then any personal care items to include hair care, nails, clothing, doctor's, dentist prescriptions, recreation, entertainment, Gracie, CVS for Walgreens for couponing, gas, repairs and tires, and then my church tithe and offering, the ministry that we give extra to, and then any emergency or savings plans, and then my blow money. So the total expenses that I had calculated for was $2,852.92, which brought me to a zero-based budget. So let's go back up to the second column. So the second column on the sheet is the actual monies that came in. So when I got paid on the 28th of February, my paycheck was $2,852.92. I went on a work trip, and so that gave me a little bit of travel. Since there was not a county car available, they will pay you for gas if you drive your personal vehicle, and there was not. So I got a check on the 15th of March for $165.68. I got kids money of I had gotten $38 at the beginning of the month, and then I got $432 for deposit around the 8th or 9th. And that was $432, and so that gave me a deposit for kids for $472.92, and then for income tax I got $1766. So that gave me, or gives us at this point of the month, $5,257.52. So when I was getting my income taxes done, I knew that there were a couple big expenses that I had coming up. One of those was my car. I needed to get about $800 worth of work done on the car, and I owed $400 in state taxes, so I knew I had to pay that out of my income tax. So altogether total, that was $1,200 out of the $1,766 that I needed to spend. In addition to that, I give an offering off of my income tax because I tithe off of my regular income throughout the year. So whatever I get on income taxes, I do 10% as an offering, and that has how I've done that for years. So let's go down and see how we allocated this money so far, and we've spent every penny of it. It's gone to some place. So my rent, I'm actually going to be changing this budgeted number next month because I didn't pay enough in escrow last year, my mortgage is no longer $874.02. It is now $909 to cover the escrow. My electric was $113.89. Water and sewer was $46.56. My telephone and insurance is $115.53. My internet was $87.89. Handy Mandy, I just did a straight $50 for her. She came in and did a little bit of work for me at the beginning of the month. And then this month we had to pay for our pest control. We have a company that comes out and they do the perimeter of our house every 3 months just to keep bugs and stuff down. So that only comes around every third month. So it won't come back around again until June. My student loan is $156.10. So here my student loan is $156.10. I paid 2 payments so far this month, and I'm actually hoping that I can pay a third payment this month. So remember, I'm doing Dave Ramsey, and my student loan is the only debt that I carry other than the mortgage on my house. So this number is finally coming down. It's just right at $8,000. It was, it had been over $8,000. But I think on the next payment, it'll take it down to $7,000 and some. And I'll be so excited to see that number move. So I've paid an additional payment on that. And I'm hoping to be able to pay one more additional payment. Amazon Prime was $13.12. PureFlix was $7.99. And my gym membership was $25. So going down to Taekwondo. So Taekwondo is normally $325. And how I handle Taekwondo is I pay Taekwondo out of my income. If I get kids money, then I kind of pay myself back the Taekwondo money. So $325 is the normal cost per month for the kids and myself. And then Alana needed a pair of wooden short sticks, which were $30. So I went ahead and paid that. So that made it $355. My seminary is $50 a month. I'm an online student. Groceries, I'm a lot over actually in groceries. And the reason why is because I was thinking when I got kids money, I would add some to the grocery budget. I'm trying to get us to at least between $300 and $400 a month and stay there. I've also added in some couponing to do for personal items. And I'm just trying to figure this number out. Also with that, we've now started going back to a new family share group, which we have to take things for that I had not been allocating in my grocery budget for the month, as well as, and here's something that is just my total fault. I will spend grocery money for the week because I normally would refill my envelopes every week, but I've forgotten to fill my envelopes sometime. So I've had to put it on my debit card because I was already at the grocery store, and I'm not going to put the groceries back because I forgot to get the cash. So I would say, hey, don't let me forget to get the cash, and I would forget. So I am a little bit over by like $120, but I had planned to put $140 to my grocery budget anyway. So right now I'm a little bit over on groceries. Restaurants and meals, or restaurant meals is $19.61. I can't remember where we went or why that is. I don't think we went out to eat anywhere, but I can't remember. I think that was for Krispy Kreme donuts for 2 times. I don't know, because we're doing a ladies Bible study on Friday nights, and I've been stopping to pick up Krispy Kreme donuts because I had a coupon. So I'm thinking that might be where it came from. I can't remember right off the top of my head. Weight Watchers is right at $20. And then other is $85.51. I'm not sure what other is. And I've caught some errors in here where I've budgeted in money twice. So I'm not real sure what $85.51 is, but I'll look through the weeks and tell you, because I can tell you what it is. Clothing and shoes, $50.40. I don't know what I bought. Can't remember. Entertainment, we went to the movies, so I had to buy a movie ticket. Gracie was $74.97. That's to include her bath and her a bag of dog food. And actually, she didn't even go to the vet yet. So see, I've already put $60 in there and I haven't used that $60 yet. I think I just counted ahead for it. CVS and Walgreens was $9.46. Gas, so far I've only gassed up twice, which is $52.01. And then for tires or repairs to the car, it was $762.14, where I actually had to get the some work done on the car. For tithe, I'm at $729. And then I was able to save or put back into my emergency fund $600. So baby step number 1, I put $600 into my emergency fund. And then I have used $38.49 for blow money, which takes me to $4,997.99. And that gives me left $259.53. So as of yet, I have still yet to pay my taxes, which is $400. And I'll tell you how I'm going to make up, because right now I have $259.53. So I put in or submitted for the insurance for my MRI, which was $500. That check just came through on Friday. So I'm going to put $50 into my tithe, and then I'm going to put $450 into my checking account to make up the remaining $241 to pay that taxes off. And then what's left there, I will either use, I've got to, Gracie has got to have her yearly shots. And all the shots plus her heartworm and her flea meds is going to cost me about $100. So I have some money put aside for that, but I'm going to have to put a little bit more to that. So we're going to totally break even as far as the monies we were able to bring in and spend this month, and not have to pull any money out of savings. So the thing that I like about this sheet is, now that I've looked at the personal budget, I've been able to go and put on the week 1, and then this is all the stuff that I normally would pay during the week. And see, I can already see here where it says $60 for Gracie. Well, I didn't take that out yet. So I'm actually going to take that off. And when I take that $60 off for Gracie, it now takes this back to $14.97, because I knew I hadn't paid it yet, because I was going to use my debit card when I take her to the vet instead of using cash. So right now, all I've spent for Gracie, I allocated $60 for her, but it was $14.97 is all I've spent for her food. And I did not count in that she had her yearly shots. What I have to do is write in my personal planner that March is the month that she gets yearly shots. So I'm going to have to save for her shots. And she has to get 3 shots, her rabies, her parvo, and then another one that she had, her heartworm test. And then she has to get her flea meds and her heartworm. So I usually get about 6 months at a time of those. So I'll just have to make adjustments here that in March I have to do more than 60. I'll probably have to do 100 or 120. But I won't have to do it any other month. So that'll just be a personal adjustment I'll need to make. But it was good that I caught that, because when I take her at the end of the week, I would have calculated $60 more somewhere, or whatever the total cost would have been, and that would have put me over. So this is where I've been able to put in what my expenses were, and then it calculates for me. And I like this because it says this week on Wednesday, which is the day I got paid, I paid all of these bills, or I pull cash out for those particular items. And then over here, see, it was 2 days that I had to run to the grocery store for something. Friday, that's not even $11.23. That's for Krispy Kreme donuts, so that's not even groceries. I probably should put that in other. I'm going to take that out because it wasn't a grocery. It was an other. That was for Krispy Kreme donuts. And then the $8.38, I believe that might have been CVS or Walgreens. So let me change that. Because it wasn't groceries, I didn't write it down. The only problem that I don't like with this is it will not let me. Normally, on my other one, I was able to just make little notes at the bottom of my spreadsheet, but it won't let you write in those boxes. So I have to remember. And then, so that's everything. For this week, I spent over $2,000. That was the first week, because that's usually, somebody asked me, they said, well, do you just pay your bills when you get paid, or do you wait till they're due? I pay all of my bills that I have the day I get paid, or at least that week. I don't go into, oh, it's not due till the 12th, so I won't pay it till the 12th. Only thing is my cell phone bill, but normally I try to pay that ahead. If I got the money in there, I'm paying it, and that's it. And then here's the days, like, see, I got paid on a Wednesday last week, and then I paid my internet that Sunday because I did that online. I did my water bill that next week because I did that online. And then my telephone and insurance. Let me go back up and make sure, because I have been known to pay stuff twice. Oh, that's where I found the mistake at last week. I had put my telephone on week 1, but I actually didn't pay it till week 2. And so then it just calculates down here in yellow what you paid for the week. And so I've got everything listed here of the things that I've already paid for. And then how much it cost me when I got gas. And I like to know that when I moved money into savings. This right here makes me happy because on 2 days I was able to move money into savings. So $300 on one day and then $250 on another day. And then I moved some other monies into savings this past week. $11.65. See, that's Krispy Kreme. Let me take that out. And the reason I have it on a Monday, it actually came out on a Friday, but I had to go back and check my bank, and it didn't post till that date. So that was Krispy Kreme donuts. I already know that. And then here is where I paid for my car for the repairs. And then I got my check for travel. So $16 went to tithe. And then I was able to put $50 more in my emergency fund. And so finally for this week coming, I'm marking that as a week 4. And then the very last week will be a week 5. And there aren't any real expenses on week 5 for whatever reason. I guess they didn't feel like there were going to be week 5s. But it says week 5, but none of the, oh, wait, there it is. Oh, there it is. For week 5, I just had to scroll over. So it is there. So I'll use that as the very last week. And the reason being is because week 1 went into the end of February. So the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd was on that last few days of February. So I just counted that as a week 1 instead of waiting till the next week, which was like March the 7th, 6th or 7th to make that week 1. So anyway, this is my personal budget for March, or the review. And here's where we stand right now. Where we are right now is total income for so far was over $5,000, or it was, let me just make sure I tell you the right number, $5,257.57. Now remember, a large portion of that was my income tax return. So that won't be on there for next month, or at the end of this month. That won't be on there for my April check. I do get my supplement in April, so my May budget will have an extra additional little bit there because I'll get a little more at the end of April. But outside of this number, that would have been totally different because I'd be fairly close to, what I had already budgeted for. So we have now $319.53 that I'm working with. I still have to pay $400 for my taxes. I still have to pay for Gracie's her yearly exam, and then that's going to be all of the bills that I have for the month, barring gas. So I still have another 2 weeks to put in gas, and I actually need to put gas in my car right now. So I would say probably another $200 here will square us out. And I just got that check for $500, which is going to go to help pay, make up for the taxes, pay Gracie's expense, and then if we need anything as far as, my MRI, I have to put the remainder of that money towards my MRI because I did not put it on here for some reason. But where I had that procedure done on my knee, I'm going to take any extra monies and dump it over there to that. That is the other little small bill that I have outside of my student loan. And I think that's right at about $700. It may be a little bit less. I can't remember exactly. But $450 plus $319 is going to give me $769. And for $769, $400 is going towards my state taxes, $100 for Gracie. And I have some money in the envelope for Gracie already. So it won't be quite as much from here. And then whatever's left here outside of my gas is going towards my MRI. So I can go ahead and kind of chunk that away a little bit. So anyway, that's our mid-month review. Just wanted to kind of update you guys where we were. And this is different for me doing the mid-month review because I haven't done these before. And working with these different numbers that we don't normally have. Like I said, we don't normally have the 1776, and I don't normally have travel reimbursement. I just happened to have a trip this past February that didn't pay out till the middle of March. So normally these two expenses are not here. So normally I'm just working with my total monthly income. So anyway, I haven't had any YouTube payments or anything like that. So, but my YouTube analytics are up. Like my subscribers are up, my watch times are up, my views are up. So thank you guys so much for just being faithful to the channel. We just appreciate it. I love the comments and the interactions that I have. Some of you I've met via online, some I've met via Facebook. I mean, different ways through email. And I just really appreciate that. So anyway, this is our mid-month review. If you have questions, please feel free to leave us a comment down below. We'd be happy to answer anything that we can to the best of our ability. Again, thank you so much for stopping by our channel. If you like this video, be sure and give it a thumbs up. It just says, hey, we like your video. If you're new to our channel, hit the red subscribe button. We love to keep you as a part of our YouTube community. And also hit the little bell. That way you never miss an upload from us. Thank you so much for stopping by our YouTube channel. Until the next time we budget. Bye.